Hello and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. Right guys, don't forget we are over in Iceland. We've only got the one place unlocked. I've got no idea how you would pronounce this in a million years. So I'm not personally even going to try. But we do need to look at the jobs. And as you can see, we don't have many jobs for the island. So my dog's just moving a ball under me feet. So I just had to quickly move that. But as you can see, we've got 18 tons of tinned fish. It is only 239 as well. So it's not going to be like one of the biggest jobs we can ever really do. But I am thinking maybe on the way doing like a little yeah, we're going to go from there to there. So I'm wondering if we should maybe go and visit this little place. You know, while we're kind of on the way, because we're not going to really be able to go there if there's no job, if that makes any sense. Right, I also did add. No, I didn't add. That was the other day. I was thinking then, did I add the? There it is. Do you know something? I've been looking for that and I've not had a clue where it was. I'm a little bit lost today, guys, as in I don't know where anything is on this island. It's been quite a funny one today. I think we're going to be needing this trailer here, actually. But we need to just go down to that marker there. Normally the markers are by the road. But over here, the marker is... Well, it's here. It's round the back. It's an interesting one, to say the least. Let's do that. Let's do that. There's no external contracts up here. And we want that job there. £8,000. I'm telling you now, it's... Oh, that's... Wow. Okay. Okay, never picked one up where it was sideways like that before. That's interesting. Never done anything like that. Let me get in the view. There we go. Interesting. Never had one where it's been like that before. Should be able to get in there with it still. Beautifully done. Right, we're gonna go forward and then we'll go to the right. So that's forward. This is to the right. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. So yeah, we've got 230 something miles, but we're gonna make a little detour on the way, I think, here guys. I think we're just gonna go and we're going to go into there and explore that town while we're there. We're going to pass it. Then, like I said, this is one of them things where I don't know if we're going to have a job to every town. So I kind of want to visit it while we're here. If that makes sense. We might not get like every road explored or something. I might, if there's any little roads not explored, I might finish that off recording. You know, just fill the island in for the roads. It's not that I don't want to do, you know, I don't want to stay and do the roads. It's just if there's no roads, you know, if there's no jobs going to the towns, we're going to be a little bit stuck and we can't stay forever doing nothing, if that makes sense. Something I did want to do as well, guys. We were meant to do it at the end of the last video and I kind of want to do it now just so I can be like, look, you know, we said we were going to do it and we never did it. I forgot. We were just going to take a look at our worker, guys, for the work that we're doing. So as you can see, Irina is obviously currently doing a balance training course and she's currently earning us about £10.71 a mile, £473 per day profit, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you look here, she's done day 40 fuel tank from Grimsby to Malmo 309 miles, and she made £3,314 profit. Sorry guys, I am just lost. I'm lost today with words. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show that because I meant to show you it at the end of yesterday's episode. Oh, my first gear today is not going well today, is it? Come on. Come on, there we go. Yeah, we were meant to show you the log. I kind of said yesterday that I was like, oh, I'll show you the log of the driver, how she's doing. And then I kind of got there and I was like, right guys, that's the end. And yeah, so yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you at the beginning of this episode, really. Guys, we have smashed 100 subscribers as well. I do believe at the start of this video it was up to about 105 subscribers. Yeah, guys, honestly, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button and the like button. I'm going to presume everybody is enjoying the content. Euro Truck Simulator might not come every day when I get all the DLC. When I get the new... As you all know, I'm trying to buy a house. And obviously every penny that I kind of get spare is going towards my house. The whole point of this is to give me my own space to gaming. You know what I mean? So I can do videos like without my kids. My kids are not in the way or anything like that. Not trying to say anything like that. But I'm trying to get a room where I can game and things like that without being interrupted, without the risk of being interrupted and things like that, basically. So that's another reason why I'm desperate for that. And I know to some people, oh yeah, but you know, DLC is only going to cost me about 30 quid to buy for the trucking. You're right. I need about £35 worth of DLC through Steam. But the problem is, if I buy that DLC, I need to buy for the Dragon Lady at the same time, because if she wants to truck, she might want to truck the American one, and obviously then she wouldn't have it, she wouldn't be able to play. Whoa! There's a reason this road is 37 mile an hour, guys. That is slippy. But yeah, and obviously as you can imagine, buying a house over in the UK, especially for like you non-Americans, for example, we need at least a 10% deposit when you buy a house. We need to get a 4-bedroom house. You're talking, you know what I mean? We need to be saving around about like 20-30 grand just to have the house. Then we need to have savings as well to one side for solicitors' fees and everything else. I'm fortunate enough to not need to pay stamp duty, which is really, really good. So that does save us a little bit of money. But you're talking like 250-300 grand just for a 4-bed house where we live. And even then, they're not massive. They're freaking tiny. But if you spend 250-300 grand, you're talking like 25-30 grand deposit. Obviously, it takes quite a while to get that kind of money to begin with, and I'm speeding. I don't want to speed here because this could get real slippy. But yeah, as you can imagine, we don't want to like take little bits from the fun of that. Now I know you guys are. I've got a couple of Patreon supporters. Richard hit the Patreon support yesterday. Massively do appreciate that. So Richard, David, Cooper, thank you for your Patreon support. Dragon Lady is Dragon Lady has supported me no matter what I've done. Even though she's the wife, she has always supported me. As soon as I hit that like partnership on the farming channel, she hit that like members button, because it's just she's always done it. When we did live stream, she always actually. It sounds like when we did live streams and we were streaming over on Twitch, she used to use her Amazon Prime actually, because it was better than letting it go to waste and nobody getting it. Do you know what I mean? Why not get something out of it? Yeah, you go like a maniac. You drive like an absolute maniac. That's it.
Get ready to turn
Dangerous
right.
driving. I'll be driving in these road conditions like that. I'm gonna have an accident. But yeah, she's always supported me. And Dragon Lady's always done things like that. But you know, it's a couple of pound a month. She don't mind that. But yeah, that kind of Patreon support, guys. That'll buy my DLC hopefully for American trucking soon. Now, the reason why I'm not doing it at the moment is because like I've always explained to everybody, I use the money. Oh, another job just come in. £4,401. I always use the money I make from videos and streaming and things like that to pay for any upgrades. And obviously lately I paid out for the DaVinci Resolve Studio editing software, which by the way is probably one of the best recording softwares I've ever used. The free version was really good, but to edit a video would take like an hour just on the export. Now it takes 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes. Once I've done my little bits and bats to it, it takes 10 minutes. It's a hell of a difference just because I bought the studio version, which means videos are more likely to be up on 7 o'clock for trucking. It means I can get on with other jobs and that a bit quicker, and yeah, it speeds up the entire cycle basically. And yeah, once that's gone, we'll put that money to one side from Patreon support if you guys continue it, because obviously it is a monthly thing, and if you guys continue it, then we'll get the American trucking DLC, then I can get the pro mods for the American one, and we could maybe start an American career one, who knows, you know. That's kind of how I want to do it, but I don't overstretch myself with things, you know, at the end of the day. I know it sounds like, oh, £30 not a lot, but like I say, I only really spend, apart from PC upgrades, I only spend what I make doing this, and obviously I don't make a lot. I've never really made a lot. But yeah, that's kind of how I've always done it. That way I can be like, well, I've never spent money on something I weren't getting back, kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's how I've always kind of looked at it. Yeah, the the DaVinci software was relatively expensive, but it's still cheaper than buying Adobe. Now, I do technically have Adobe free. I have the whole Adobe 2023 setup, but I don't pay for it. Let's just say it's the version fell off the back of a lorry, and you don't need to use you know, you don't have to pay a subscription rate. The only downside is you don't get any updates. And yeah, so, but I don't tend to use, the only thing I really use on that is After Effects. And as you can see, guys, I am driving as nicely as I possibly can. I am not speeding today. I do not want to hit any ice. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to explain how I did things, you know, especially to anybody who's new and is like, oh yeah, but that's not a lot of money. Like I say, me buying a house is my top priority at the moment, and even then it won't be like a great house. It's just, I know, for example, like in Texas, you see it like come up on, because I'm looking at buying houses. It comes up all the time. It's like, well, here's a 3-bedroom house, blah, 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 or 4-bedroom house, blah, blah, blah. Here's one in Texas, and you're like, why are you even looking at Texas for me? You know what I mean? You know, like sponsored ads, and it's like you can get this 5-bedroom, like what I would call a mini mansion, and it's like 350 grand in America, and it's like, yeah, but you guys have the space to build houses like that. We live in a tiny little country that is very short on space, but you know, at the end of the day, it's we have to do what we can get. I personally am looking forward to buying a house. We should be getting there at some point this year. It's just like, for example, like I had to take money out of the housing fund 2 days ago because it turns out I'd forgotten to renew the dog insurance, because I always have, my dog's always insured. There's no way I'm not having my dog insured, just in case there's ever an accident or an illness or she breaks a leg or something. I don't want to be taking that money out of the savings, you know what I mean? Just, you know, out of the housing fund, as I call it, the housing fund and the savings. And yeah, there's no way I'm gonna take that out of. So yeah, I have it absolutely covered with insurance. But yeah, that insurance was due, so that was like 200 quid that had to come out of the savings the other day, and it was like, oh Jesus Christ, forgot about it. I am blessed enough to be able to save quite a bit each month, just through we're currently living on a budget. You know what I mean? If anyone has bought a house, especially if you're in the UK, for example, because I know I say especially in the UK, because I don't know what it's like to buy a house abroad, but like I say, you need a minimum 10%. There are mortgages out there for a 0 deposit. There is no way I would buy a house with a 0% deposit or a 5%. The negative equity is just absolutely unreal. It doesn't make financial sense to do that. The payments every month would be even more, and you know what I mean? Because you've got to think, at the moment I live in like a social housing, and we got this house after I come out of the army, and we got this when I come out, and we pay £400 a month rent for a 3-bedroom house. When we buy a house, we're going to be looking about £600 a month for the mortgage as it is, but at least we will own it. You know what I mean? But we got a bit silly with money, and we didn't. Whoa! Did you see that, guys? We must have hit some ice. There's me chatting away about rent and mortgage costs and that, and there we were, just sliding on the ice. Jesus Christ. Ooh, I thought we were gonna hit that. I genuinely thought we were gonna hit that car. What I did there is I slapped the wheel in the opposite into the slide to try and make us not slide into it. Ooh, that was dangerous. That was close. This is why we're not speeding today, guys. All them episodes where we've done an extra couple of mile an hour over, I'm trying to not use the brake, but unfortunately some of this downhill is just taking me away. I've got no idea. Oh, that's a... Whoa! That's a very, very, very tight bridge. I just hit the curb. I do love bridge pictures. I don't know what it is. On this series, I just love a bridge picture. There we go. Brid. That's a place not far from me. Yeah. Kind of just, you know what I'm like when I'm trucking, guys. We just kind of have a bit of real talk while we're driving. Bit of real talk. Yeah, obviously when we do come to buying a house, there is probably going to be a little bit of downtime for videos, but I'm hoping it's going to be this year. You know, more towards the back end of this year, I'm hoping there. I've got about £7,000 left to save at the minute, which I know sounds like a lot, but that's it's about 7 months. That's what we're managing to save at the moment, while also, you know, living. You've got to remember, I've still got my car to pay for. You know, well, not my car, but yeah, still got my car. Still got the wife's car. She just needs fuel, insurance, things like that. Do you know what I mean? We've still got our bills, and then we've got our internet, and there is a photo opportunity coming up very, very soon. This is not the way we're going, guys. This is going to take us to the other town. This is our detour just to go and unlock the town. I can do the roads via fast travel. You know what I mean? Off recording, just to unlock everything. But if we don't get a job to this town, whoa! These are the roads that are slippy. These are the roads at 50 mile an hour, my ass. It's not like I've got snow chains on. Not that I don't think I'd really need it, but I know there's ice on this road. It's a horrible road to drive up. $7 AM in the morning. It is it's going to become sun. It wouldn't be too bad if it came, you know, could you imagine if the sun came out and it just melted the ice a little bit, you know, and that'd be pretty cool. Really like that. That'd be cool. What was I hauling again? I forgot. Oh, tinned fish. Delivering tinned fish. Oh. There we go. But yeah, we're not doing the quickest job in the world today. We're not doing the biggest job in the world today. We're just exploring town to town. If there's no job to the place we want to be tomorrow, for example, we will just free drive the drive, I think. I've got a massive queue. I am taking it nice and steady here, guys. Like I said, I've got no issues driving in snow and ice in real life. I'm a bit of a maniac in the snow and the ice myself in real life. But this game doesn't really give you that. It doesn't really give you that real life feeling of your car sliding until it's too late. So we're taking it easy. Traffic can just wait. I don't really think there's anything here other than a factory. If we drive round the block, we should be pretty good, and we can drive back down. But yeah, as you can imagine, it doesn't, you know, it's a simulator game at the end of the day. It doesn't really give you that realistic feeling of, like, if you start to slide on snow and ice, you know, like, just before it happens, you're like, oh, my car's feeling different, you know what I mean? And you kind of, you get that feeling, but obviously on a simulator game, that's not necessarily how it works. Are you for real? I've got traffic, guys. I've gone wrong, and I've got traffic behind me not moving. So I'm going to have to go on the wrong side of the road. I've made a meal out of this one, guys. I have made a meal out of this one. I have made a massive meal out of this one. Let's get another screenshot, just why not? Right. Let's try and get that up there. Come on, before anything comes. I know she said to turn right, but by the time she told me to turn right, there was no way I was slamming the brake on, do you know what I mean? It's snowy, icy conditions, not a chance. So this is where we want to be for our... Will you please stop, truck? Come on, wheel spin. It feels like something anyway. But all that revs and all that clutch off and we just weren't bloody moving. Right, so this is just... I think this is just a garage. So we've done all this just to come to a garage. Okay. Well, I hope there's enough place for me to turn around now. That's all I'm going to say.
Make a U-turn when possible.
Yes, I'm going to make a U-turn, look, because we've kind of gone wrong coming up here, but I just wanted to come and I just wanted to do this because I don't think we were going to get any job otherwise. Whoa. Sliding again. There we go. Beautifully done. There you go, Richard. Making a massive meal out of this job today, aren't I? David's going to be laughing. He's going to be like, whoa, what you doing? What you doing, Matt? You bloody noob. You noob. You're a noob. David's very mean to me, guys. He's always bullying me. He's not really. He's not. Don't be mean about David. We have a bit of banter, me and Dave. Me and Dave. Dave. You know something, right? There's a meme that I kind of want to share.
Turn right.
I'd love to put it on the screen now, but... Whoa. But yeah, I don't think I can. It's a bit rude. But over in the UK, there's a bit of a meme. And it's basically a... Whoa. Everyone knows a see you next Tuesday called Dave. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You all know I'm right. You all know I'm right. This is a rest yard up here, guys. Like I say, we're not probably going to come back here. This is not one of the big towns for jobs, you know what I mean? So I kind of wanted to explore this while we were here, basically.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
That's all well and good.
Finding a new route.
But I've just realised something. This is a truck resting place. Where the hell am I supposed to park my truck? If that's a truck resting place, where am I supposed to park? I feel like, whoa. Just snaking backwards and forwards there. We need to try and get control of that. There we go. Trying to just reverse a little bit too quick. There we go. We've explored this whole little area. That was my whole plan about exploring this bit. So now we have to go back down the windy, snowy, icy road. We have to go back down the mountain, basically.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
I am. Shouting at me. Nino, Nino. Here come the police. I thought I was in the UK. It's all going wrong today, guys. It's all going wrong. I can't U-turn. I can't reverse. I can't drive. I can't. Oh my god. It's all going wrong today. Title of today's video, it's all going wrong today. I'm sure I've used that one before though, but we don't mind having a repeat username. We don't mind having a repeat title. Oh, I am hating this road, guys. I am hating this road. Yeah, you know what it's like if you're going to slide on like snow and ice and slush, and you just know what it's like. And yeah, the game's really good for giving you that effect, but you just don't get that realistic feeling, if you know what I mean. Now, I know it's a game. I know it's a game. I'm not trying to diss this game in any way, shape or form. You know what I mean? Not in the slightest trying to give it any crap. This game is absolutely fantastic. There we go. I think this is probably one of the fastest speeds I've taken while here. I tell you, I don't trust it. I don't trust this. I've got 118 miles to go. Like I say, it was a little detour. I wanted to get it done. Well, hopefully you enjoyed visiting our little detour place. There is a place over there for a photo shoot. I'm not really that bothered about that, to be honest. It would be worth pulling in though, just to get it, just because we're here.
Get ready to turn right.
I'm paranoid about sliding and crashing and everything else, really. But yeah.
Turn right.
We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. We're going on little detours today.
Find a new route.
We're taking the Iveco on a little road trip.
Please make a U-turn when possible.
Oh, shut your face.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah, that's right. You find me a new route. Engine. Activate waypoint or viewpoint. That's lovely, is that? All because of the volcano. That is really, really nice. Be nice to get a picture of me truck, but my trailer's in a bit of a weird spot, innit? So we got the viewpoint while we're here. That's the main thing. Right, let's go. Let's go deliver. We have 109 miles. Plenty of time. Yeah, this wasn't even a big job and we've still managed to fill out a whole episode, and I like that. Third gear, climb the mountain. Or the volcano. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Could have done with dropping a gear there, but I didn't want to drop a gear. Because we were so close to the brow of that hill, it was... Whoa, whoa! Sliding again. Gotta be careful here. We're gonna end up crashing at this rate. Right, let's just slow this truck down. Don't even want to risk it, guys. Don't even want to risk it. Let's just have a look what we're doing here. Oof. I love this. This has been a really nice little detour episode. Oh, we've got 98 miles. Not loads of mileage left to do. These roads are nice and clear. You can always tell they're clear roads. But that is nice. We'll be able to hopefully get put down just a little bit. No, I'm not saying we need to speed her out. Just we might be able to get put down a little bit. And have we got some roadworks up here? We've got some roadworks. Oh, we had a bit of a landslide. I couldn't think of the word landslide then. A bit of a landslide. Oh, was that from the volcano erupting and the lava coming down and basically blocked the road, cooled down, and now you're having to dig it out of the way? Could be one or the other. It could be one or the other. Doesn't really matter which one it is anyway.
Get ready to turn left.
Get ready to turn left, apparently.
Turn left.
We only just missed that car. Tell you what I haven't done with this truck actually, guys. I haven't oh, here we go again. I haven't, what is it? I haven't adjusted the mirrors. I always adjust the mirrors when I buy the new trucks. I've just noticed now that bottom mirror. Whoa, crap. Yeah, that is not adjusted, guys. It's not very good at all. Here goes another maniac overtaking me in these snowy, blistery conditions. Just because you've clearly got snow chains on your vehicle. I have not. I'm going in a tunnel. There's one thing, there'll be no snow in that tunnel. I've got foot to the floor here, guys, in third gear. There's not really much I can do about this. It's going... That's right, just pull in front of me, then brake, knowing full well that I've got no way of stopping a slide. There we go, beautifully done. Do you know what it is for me? The worst part about this is going to and from the snowy bits, like this bit here, for example. That's me. I daren't turn anymore like that. That was just... Yeah, I just did not want to turn, to be honest. Right, third gear. Just getting these tracks here. Yes, if I drive there, the steering wheel is so much stiffer than driving there. If I drive in them tyre marks, it is so much nicer to drive. Third gear, foot is to the floor, and we are dropping. Alright, just sneeze then. We are dropping revs. I've got a queue behind me of traffic. Again, I can't do anything about it at all. Not a thing, but that is really difficult to drive on. Oh. $50-mile-an-hour road. I don't trust it, guys. I'm sorry, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Don't trust it at all. But this is one of the reasons I wanted to come to Iceland. I wanted to show you guys the snowy roads, the ice, let's just say not the best weather. Right, let's get that to fourth because it's not much of a bend. But I am going to try and... I know that ideally you want to be in as high a gear as possible, but the problem is you also need to keep the revs up so to the point where you're not stalling. And that's the biggest thing we've got at the moment now. This should be going downhill. This is... Just gotta be careful. I am paranoid of crashing here, guys. We don't want to crash. We don't want to crash, and like I say, you just don't get that realistic feeling. Obviously, it's a simulator. Don't want to turn the wheel too much. Want to just casually cruise around. Yeah, these mountains, guys, are killing me. They're absolutely killing me. Try and power the revs through the corner. Just try and find a little bit of traction. Yeah, that was gonna slide then. I know, because I was turning the wheel and we were still going straight for that split second. Just do that nicely. Lovely. Get around there. Yeah, this road is not a nice road to be on, guys, to be honest. I don't know if you could floor it and you would crash. I've never wanted to. I've always kind of tried to drive realistically on this, you know, take your time. You know, that's one of the biggest things with people in the UK. Like, a little bit of snow in the UK and the whole country comes to a standstill, because most people still drive like an idiot when the snow comes. Not that you need to take it steady, you need to, you know, be cautious, you know. No, they're like, oh, well, this road's 50 miles, no, this road's 60 mile an hour. I know, I'm going to drive at 60. And then as they hit 60 and a patch of slush, ice, snow, they then lose control of their vehicle, and they're like, well, why did that happen? Let me see, you douchebag, you know what I mean? And honestly, that's what it is. You know, some of the people, you know, you always know the people who... I learned to drive in, like, you know, on a wet track and things like that, for advanced driving courses, and I'm pretty good at keeping control of vehicles at high speeds, slipping and sliding and stuff. You can't do it 100% every time, because you just never know. But obviously, the amount of people... Young lass who lives over at road, I say young lass, she's passed the driving test, you know, so it makes her 17, but she's been to uni and all that, but she's a little younger than me, so young lass. And she's been driving now for just short of 2 years. She passed her test in, like, September time, not last year, the year before. And you're thinking to yourself, well, you know, really good. Yeah, brilliant. We had quite a bit of snow that first winter she passed the driving test. She's on her third car. She was on her third car in about 4 months, because she kept crashing in the snow and the ice. And we know it was the snow and the ice because, yeah, he just knew every time the snow came, she went out in it. And then 2 days later, she'd have a new car or something like that. And you were just like, slow down. I mean, and it was. She was driving around the streets where we live, for example, in the snow, in the ice and things like that. And she was literally driving like she would in hot summer sticky conditions with like Formula 1 slicks on. You know what I mean? And it's just, yeah. And this is what I'm saying. People aren't taught to drive in snow, in ice, in bad weather conditions. Now, if you live somewhere where you didn't get snow and ice, then fair enough, you know what I mean? But if you get it, I feel like you should have to prove you can drive in those conditions. Because all she did was crash into people or people's walls of houses. Yeah, I don't know how else she crashed. But she was costing people money and time and effort and pain and suffering in a car accident, all because she basically didn't know how to drive in bad weather, because she wasn't taught to drive in bad weather. You know what I mean? It's absolutely disgusting. And for me personally, I think everybody should be taught how to drive in bad weather. I was taught to drive in bad weather. I was about 5 lessons in. When I turned 17, I was about 5 lessons in on my learning to drive. And the snow came, and you know, I said to the driver, I said, well, it's got real, and it was really bad snow as well. But I'm talking like over 20 years ago in England. It was quite a bad winter for England. And I said to driving instructor rang me up. He's like, well, I'll be there so and so, but I might be a bit late. I'm like, you're coming? You're still coming? You know, because even I was like, whoa, you're still coming in this way? And he's like, yeah, he's like, he was an old military man, was the guy. And he was like, no, you need to learn to drive in these conditions. You won't learn to drive in these conditions if you don't do it. And he literally, we went up what we call, we have a road racetrack where we live, a few mile away, and it's on a mount basically. And we went up there, and he went, "You're either going to learn this, or we're going down the mount." And I was like, "What?" You know what I mean? I'm 17 at the time. I'm kind of shitting bricks a little bit here, because you know we're on the edge of a mount, and he's like, "Yeah, well, if you get it wrong, we're just going to go down the mount." Yeah, and die. But no, turns out he could correct my driving, because we did have a couple of patches where we were starting to slide and slip and things like that, and he could actually correct me without even being behind the wheel. It was absolutely crazy. He was such a fantastic driving instructor. Well, he was a driving instructor, and he was he was an ex-military guy, and he taught people in the militaries how to drive as well as he did many other jobs. But as he got older, he could drive anything. There wasn't a thing on his driving license he couldn't drive. And yeah, and he taught me to drive. And I tell you what, right, he was the nicest guy you'd ever met, but he was crazy. Like he was proper skilled at doing it. I could see why he taught loads of people to drive in the army, and it was just, oh my god. Yeah, he's like, yep, well, if you don't get it right, we're gonna go down that mountain crash. You know, what 17-year-old who's had about 5 or 6 lessons wants to hear, well, if you get it wrong, we're going down that mountain? No one wants, but I tell you what, right, swear to God, hand on that, best decision ever. Taught me to learn in the snow, the ice, and we didn't even have winter tyres on. We had proper just what we have summer tyres over in the UK. We don't tend to swap tyres over here. But yeah, honest to God, best decision ever. Learned me to drive. And he even gave me free lessons while the snow was there, because he's like, no, I want you to do it. He gave everybody, he only taught like 3 or 4 people how to drive a year, because he did it as beer money, because he was kind of retired, but you know, he could still teach people to drive. And yeah, he's like, oh, I'll do it for beer money, basically. And every time the snow came, he always gave all his pupils extra lessons so that they could take that time to learn to drive in those conditions. And honest to God, best decision in the world. Best decision in the world. Everybody should learn to drive. Snow, ice, or even on one of them skid pans. You know what I mean? Everyone should learn to do it. The whole country would be a lot better for drivers. Instead, nowadays, driving instructors pass people to pass a test. It's like school teachers. I do not rate school teachers anymore. Since having 2 kids with special needs, I realised just how useless teachers are at not being able to do their job. Like, they're striking at the moment and stuff for better pay, but I disagree with it. I literally went down to I didn't go down to it, but I was passing it, and I saw some of the teachers I'd had a run-in with my autistic kids at school, and like, why do you want a pay rise? You're absolutely shocking at your job. 285 miles was the job, plus our little detour. 9 hours, 2 minutes, 184 litres in fuel, and we got a little bit there of XP. So I think what the best thing we're going to do now is I'm going to basically go and find somewhere to sleep. The hotel is over the road, guys, so that is really, really good. We've found somewhere to sleep already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and sleep, and then I'm basically hoping there's going to be another job in Iceland. If not, we will just free roam some driving for an episode or 2. I just want to explore it while we're here. You know what I mean? I don't want to miss out on any of this. I want to explore Iceland while we're here. I don't think we'll likely come back. That's the thing. I'd love to see the Dragon Lady drive in Iceland, but I can tell you now, she would not want to come here. She doesn't like AI traffic and stuff as it is, without having to worry about slipping and sliding and things like that. But hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this episode. Like I say, different kind of episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.